Hey everybody, Will Hankey here. Hope you're having a great day. The other day I got a question, what are the 3 biggest things that I need to do on my website as far as SEO goes to make sure that I'm somewhat doing SEO correctly? This was from a small business owner who doesn't have a huge fortune to put into SEO, so just kind of wanting to know what are some things that I can do in short term to help my page grow. So here's my Float, Missouri website that I do as a little hobby, and I just wanted to show you this blog. This is a blog on games for your next float trip. So there's 3 things I want to show you here. First of all, your H1 tag or your heading tag. Every page on a website should have only one H1 tag, and it should be specific to whatever that page is about and or what you want that page to rank for. So in this case, this blog post is about games for your next float trip. So I'm trying to get it to rank for games and float trips, things like that. So this is my H1 tag, and there's only one H1 tag per page. Now you can have more than one H2 tag, and you can see that I do. I actually have a couple H2 tags here just to kind of break up the page a little bit and not just make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs of content. It's just kind of drones on. So I busted up a little bit with a picture and some H2 tags. Makes it a little easier to digest, in chunks. And the search engines like that too. If you're using Yoast for your WordPress website in the back end, then you're going to find your H1 tag typically is your SEO title. It really depends on how your particular template is set up, but in most cases your SEO title is what happens to be your H1 tag as well. Now some templates actually use your title that you actually put for your blog post as the H1 tag, so there are times when this doesn't match the SEO title in the back end as well. But in most cases your H1 tag is the same as your SEO title, which brings me to my next point, which is your title tag. Now your title tag shows up in the upper left hand corner of your browser in that little tab there. If you were to shrink it down, it would show up at the bottom here. But that is your title tag. The H1 tag and the title tag are the 2 biggest tags, or they have the most weight when it comes to SEO on your website as far as telling the search engines what your page is about. So your title tag, once again, is typically, if you're using Yoast WordPress plugin, then this is your title tag right here under SEO title. If you're using, if you just have a regular web page, or you're using some other system that's not WordPress, then it's going to be a little bit different. But the way to check it is just to do a right click on that particular page and view source or view page source, and then do a quick search. So you do a Control F and just look for the word title. Actually, I'll put a bracket in front of it, and that way I can find the actual title tag. So here it is. This is my title tag right here. So this is wherever you can find that you modify that particular tag. That's how it's generated in the back end for the websites, for the search engines. So the title tag, the H1 tag, and then the other one that I wanted to tell you about is the meta description tag. Now the meta description tag has very, very small influence on your actual SEO rankings, but I still think it's a very important tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this title here, grab games for your next float trip. I'm going to open a new window. I'm going to do a search for that particular phrase, and my post will come up in here. So here's my post, games for your next float trip, the one that I just showed you on my website. Right here, these 2 lines right here are my meta description tag. So in the back end of my system, I put that tag in there, and then I can actually give it a sentence or 2. I think it's around 160 characters, something like that, 170 characters, that you could put in a sentence or 2 that explains just what this particular page is about. Sure, I definitely put a keyword or 2 in there. So the whole reason for your meta description tag is simply to persuade the people that see this result inside a list of 10 other or 9 other results, get them to click on yours. So you want to make this a very compelling sentence. You don't want to answer the question if there is a question. You just want to compel them to, oh yeah, when they read this, oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and click on it to read more, so that they actually visit your web page. So that's all controlled in the meta description tag. So those are 3 things that you can do to help your website rank a little better, get a little bit more clicks from it, and encourage people to click on your site a little more. Have a great day.